Okay, I hope that last video was helpful. I know it's been super helpful for me. It may be a little bit weird at first, but after a few weeks, you'll start, you'll get more organized and able to hold off on things, which is great because, again, getting into that deep mentality of different parts of your business is so helpful. So today I wanted to talk about something really important, and it has been huge for me. So I am a mom of three little girls. My oldest is turning 5 in like 2 weeks. It's crazy. And my husband is in the Army. And I get asked a lot how I'm doing this all, because I also just work from home. Because my husband's in the Army, we don't really want me to be gone. So I, every now and then I'll get a babysitter to do something like these videos. But most of the time I am working from home with the kids right around me, and I get asked a lot how I do it. And the key, the ultimate key that is like the biggest gift that has ever been given to me, and is the whole reason why I am doing all of this content for you guys, is it's automation. There are so many ways that we can automate our business, and this is a huge way. It's through an automated calendar. I was spending so much time doing the same things over and over and over again, and they're important things that have to be done, but they're kind of time suckers. So I sought out ways that I could automate things, and my upline, not my direct upline, but somebody in my upline named Kirsten told me about automated calendars. So I want to tell you about them. There's 2 options. There's Acuity and Calendly, and those are kind of my top 2. I honestly like Acuity better, but I thought I should let you guys know about Calendly as well for those people who have to do a free option. Calendly does let you, on the free option, it has a time zone transfer. So if you are making an appointment with somebody who is on the East Coast and you're on the West Coast, the calendar will adjust so they'll see it like in their time, which is nice for online stuff. Acuity, the free version right now, doesn't do that, but the upgrades do. But again, I have tried both and given both a fair shot, and I actually do like Acuity better. But both will be linked below. But here's why it's awesome. Sorry, I'm going to look at my notes again just because I want to make sure I tell you all these points. The first awesome thing is you will look more professional. You'll be taken more seriously when your time will be taken more seriously when you use a link, when it has a better format and stuff. And why that's important is because I know when I started, I made multiple appointments with people and then they wouldn't show. And that's really frustrating when you do so much, especially when you're a mom, you do so much to get your kids all set up and ready, and your time is precious. You have a lot to do. And people in general should respect that, but sometimes people don't, and that's really difficult. So it's better to look more professional, and people will value your time more. I still have people cancel on me every now and then, but it's way less than when it was just me talking to people on Facebook, you know? The second thing is your time spent making appointments is nothing. Somebody needs something from you. For me, I use it for interviews, to schedule people who are interested in my product and want to try it out, recruit calls, downline calls, all that kind of stuff. All I do is send them a link. It's none of the back and forth on email of, hey, does Tuesday at 3 work for you? And no, and okay, what does? Excuse me. It doesn't seem like it takes a ton of time at first, but especially as you get bigger, which we are all doing, and as you start to use it, you'll realize how easy it is. You just send somebody a link, and then they can look at their schedule, and that's awesome because, again, no more back and forth. We don't need to be wasting our time with that. The third great thing is it syncs with all your calendars, and if you have all your different types of appointments on there, which you can, and I'll talk about that, then you don't overbook yourself, which is really important. we have a lot on our mind. I know you do. You've got your kids, you've got your husband, you've got your work, you have everything that, karate lessons and dance lessons. So you really don't want to overbook yourself with business. And because it's all synced, because all your appointments are right there, it won't happen, and that's really nice. So back to the multiple appointment types. You can set multiple appointment types and different availabilities for different appointments. If you only want to have availability for your downline on Fridays, then you just set that availability, and that's really helpful and awesome. Another great thing is that you can have email sequences and forms connected to appointments. So, for example, I have a podcast called The Waiting Warriors, and I interviewed other military spouses and military loved ones, and then first responder loved ones. So firefighters, law enforcement, EMTs, all of those great families who are sacrificing so much. And so I interview them to learn from them, and so then we can all learn from each other. So they go on, send them the link, they go on, they schedule an appointment, and then up pops a form with questions about, do you have a mic, email, a photo for social media promotion after, those kind of things that I need from every single person. They fill out, and then it gets sent to me right away. And there's also an email sequence connected to that saying, thank you so much for the appointment, I'm looking forward to it, here's a few housekeeping items, come join our group, because we have a group for our community, all those kind of things. Then another email to send the call link, another email for the reminder, and that's just done all automatically because I suck at remembering things, and unless there's an alarm in my calendar telling me to go do something, I don't do it, and it just slips through the cracks. And so it's super helpful that I don't have to pause throughout the week multiple times to send out those emails. So easy. Again, automation is everything. I'm just gonna look over, make sure. Oh, okay. The last thing that is really, really awesome is you can set up group appointments, and they can be connected to things like Zoom and all that kind of stuff. So I particularly like this for downline and for recruiting. I have recruiting all online, and I'll tell you about that system in another step. It's really fun. But it goes through people on an automated system to solve all their problems, to answer all their questions. But sometimes people do have a few more questions. They would like to talk to me personally, and that's totally fine. But I always put those in a group call, so then that way I'm not saying the same thing to 5 different people throughout a week. So you can have a group call, they make the appointment, and it's integrated through Zoom, and that's all awesome. It's the same with the downline. If I have something specific I want to talk to the downline in person instead of over a Facebook Live, then and we need to have a call, then I'll do it that way. And so it's just so awesome. Automated calendars are seriously, they will save you a ton of time, even if you don't think you will. If you ever set appointments at all, do it. Just trust me. Just try it. Even just try the free option. But the links will be below. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.